Alright, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my farm in Gnadenthal, Manitoba. We are gonna get some stuff done this morning. First things first is gonna be to finish dropping these trees. And cutting this grass. We're gonna landscape the backyard, and we're clearing space for our sheep pasture. Excuse me. I do have a couple of cultivating contracts that need to get done, and we'll put some more money into the bank account. Once I do all the cultivating contracts, I'll have uh, double the money that I have in my bank account right now. So that'll be a good start. I would kind of like to save up to get to like 100 grand, and then we can put the nice barn and pasture in. Would be best case scenario. I've looked at some other mail order sheep pastures, and none of them none of them really suit me. Um so I was just going to stick with the base game one and just go with the biggest one I can get, and then build a freaking custom fence. And yeah, it's going to cost me probably $120,000 just to build it. But then I can put the maximum amount of sheep into as small area as possible. But we'll see what else comes up in the next couple of days. Obviously, we gotta get to that price first. So I definitely have some more contracts and stuff to do before we can even think about looking at buying a pasture or a barn. So yeah. Um, Betcha I can take two of you. Take you. Let's go. Alright. Oh yeah, I should be able to sling these. If I sling that one and then sling that one. How does that look? Oh yeah. I can haul those puppies. Those trees are huge. Good thing there's no traffic on the road right now. I know I'm not making a lot of money on these trees, but it is what it is. It's still money. Oh, my Lanta. Yeah, there we go. This should be an okay sale. I might even break $1,000. Yeah, 1050. Let's go. And I'm gonna cut all that grass, and we're gonna keep that grass for the sheep for food. They should get a pasture when we build, 'cause it is grassland. So that'll help a little bit, but we'll definitely need the lawn clippings to help during the winter time and stuff, for sure. We'll drop this one first, I think. Ooh, these might be too big for me to pull two of them at the same time. They might be too heavy for the winch cable. We'll see. Too heavy. Damn. Okay. One big one at a time then. Ooh, somebody got the band hammer already? Same guy that followed and instantly got banned. Womp womp. Ooh yeah. So we've definitely paid for the purchase of our chainsaw and leasing the wench plate. Because I'm totally just leasing this wench plate for now. I bought a chainsaw, yes, but who doesn't want a chainsaw? Just saying. Booyah. Have like $40,000 ish by the time I'm done clearing all those trees. I won't argue with that. gonna be a good day in Manitoba. Gonna get shit done. I really like the little commercial district that we just built. Going down there. I don't know if you haven't seen it. Um, we rebuilt this whole sector here and took out a bunch of old sheds and silos and stuff. And we built kind of a little commercial district with a farmer's market and like a 7-Eleven, grocery store, this grain elevator, and a little like trade fair we put in here. So we've created a bunch of jobs. The local economy is picking up. Definitely looks way nicer down here than having all those old sheds and silos and stuff and a bunch of open space. So the town council's been liking my ideas so far. They've approved all the building that I've done. And yeah, so I'm thinking there's a couple other projects that we might put in. Um, and have T&D Enterprises fund them and build them, and we'll start building up the local economy a little bit more. It'll be great. We'll grow Gnadenthal really good. Oh look, you even came a little bit closer. Oh, I forgot to close the shop door. Oh well. Crime rate's pretty low around here. Haven't had to bust out the sheriff's department or anything yet. Cause yeah, there's like 34,000 worth of freaking cultivating contracts waiting for me to do. So that'll be nice. Like I said, that almost doubles what I have now. That gets us really close. Actually, I think I might leave that one. Leave these two and freaking... Nah, fuck it. We'll take the money. Well, nah. We'll leave those two. We'll leave those two for the sheep. I can mow around them. Right on. Leave a couple of trees for the sheep to have some shade. What the... Like, it's not going to be a super big pasture, but if I can get it big enough for 100 sheep, I'll be happy. Oh, and I have to plant grass in my little field. Oh my. Because all the trees along the road, they're all staying. Leave a couple of shade trees for the sheep. Those two at the back of the house are staying. And so I got these 4 left. So yeah, I should break 40 grand. And then I got a whole bunch of stumps to come and bust down. Nah, these are coming down. Fuck it. Let's go. This will definitely bring us close to 40 grand with just these two. And there was an update that updated some of the crops that are on this map. I haven't noticed anything really, but in all honesty, haven't really looked. I'm really glad I was able to find that cheap cultivator on Facebook Marketplace. It's a little small, but it it gets the job done, and that's all that matters. Oh, $20 short. $20 short to 40 grand. You buggers. That's funny. But not really all at the same time. Okay, so gotta fall it just right. Because I don't want it fucking falling on my house, and I don't want it falling on the tractor. Good enough. I should have dropped this front one first. Damn it. Hopefully that works. There we go. Fine. I'll freaking just do one then. Buggers. What up, Snuzzies? Thanks for stopping by. Didn't get right on the tractor. It was only a couple of freaking branches that got it. It's alright. It's a John Deere. It could take a little bit more than that. Booyah. If there isn't scratches, it isn't working. Heck yeah, same with mud. If it ain't dirty, it ain't working. Let's go. Last tree. It should be an okay little freaking sheep pasture once I have it all fenced out. Like I said, if I can get enough for 100 sheep, anything over that'll be gravy. Alright. And there is our last tree sold. So I'm actually going to quick save. Obviously, that was definitely needed. What kind of farm you doing? Well, Snuzzies, right now I'm more of a contractor. I do have a little field. in the middle of the map that I'm desperately needing to plant wheat in, actually. I should fucking do that. Or grass. Actually, I should do grass. No, I should do wheat. I gotta do wheat. Booyah. Okay, so we return the wedge plate. Thank you, Axel. That was definitely needed. Um, crap. It's probably an ad break still. Yeah, sorry, Snuzzies. I actually just realized that myself. Um, I don't really have much of a field. I'll drive down here right now. It's just kitty corner to us. Um, so the only field I technically own is this one right here. And I need to plant some wheat in it, actually. I gotta get that seeded. And I should... Man, I should do that like right meow. Make sure it's done for the second. Because the sheep stuff, that can wait. I should really get something seeded in that field. Oh, do I gotta do lime or anything to it? I should check if I need to do lime. I didn't even think of that. Yup, sure does need lime. Crap. Yeah, Snuzzies, I was gonna build a sheep pasture in where I just cleared there. Um, dang. $78,000. $45. $25. Huh. How does that have a 42-meter working width? That must be an upgrade. Hmm. Dang, so I gotta do... Because it'd be nice to get a pull-behind trailer so it actually has volume. But, at the same time, I think the co-op might be able to, since they're already into lime production, I think the co-op might get a lime spreader. And we'll just have to pay the co-op. Actually, that doesn't sound too bad. Let's head over to the co-op workshop here. Because I was really hoping to save my money for sheep. And now... Yeah. I didn't even think about getting freaking wheat into my field. Ooh, I didn't want to go to Axel's. Next turn. So this is the T&D Enterprises yard, the co-op. Um, they don't have, we don't have nothing for lime over here, I don't think. Okay. So, well, let's just switch over to them really quick. Yeah. So the co-op is going to buy a lime spreader to go with the lime production. I think that totally makes sense. So, for that, we get to build another one of these. But we gotta put the spread computer on it and not the spray computer. And then... Of course, that's gotta be matching green. I'm just saying. Okay, and then... That being said, there isn't any lime in the production. So what's lime worth? 450. Okay. Okay. So now I use the co-op's equipment, and then I have to pay the co-op for doing it. Because I'm not getting this for free. Sorry, Snuzzies, you didn't even know what was in the game. This John Deere? It's actually a modded one that just came out. It does look good. So this is the like the solid fertilizer spreader or the lime spreader. And then this is what the sprayer combo looks like. I saved up and did a whole bunch of contracts for this sprayer. So this sprayer is part of my farm. It has a pretty decent working width on it. It's pretty nice. I like it. Okay. I doubt we're gonna use 16,000 liters on the on my little ass field, but hello. Thank you. Cruise control wasn't working. I'm really liking this map so far. I'm definitely gonna be trying out some experimental crops like lavender and stuff, and poppies. I really want a poppy field. I think that'd be super cool. But that'll be further on down the road. I've already made my bank payment towards the loan this month. So that's nice. Whoa, for how big this thing is, I thought for sure it would have had a bigger freaking working width. Oh, it does. Why is the GPS all messed up? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, 24 meters. Why is that set for 10? We gotta change that. Ooh, too much. There. Much better. There we go. Much better. This is only going to take a couple of freaking passes to get this done. Man, does it go through freaking lime quick though. Holy crap. Alright. So we used almost 10,000 liters. 10,000 liters of lime on this tiny little field. So it's $450 per 2,000 liters. So if I pay, for as quick as that was, if I pay 500 for lime plus labor, I owe the co-op 5 grand for them to lime my field. For now. I need to buy my own lime spreader. But I don't know if it would have been cheaper to lease one. But we can park this in here. Oh yeah, it fits. Fantastic. Maybe I'll just park it sideways instead of making it Austin Powers in there. Okay. So that's returned to work. Hey, Snuzzies, thanks for the, ooh, somebody got a banhammer, too. Damn. Thanks for the follow, Snuzzies. Um, I'm gonna do a couple of quick things here. Oops. Feel free to check my other videos out on YouTube and join our Discord. And since there was a ban hammer, I will throw the rules down in the chat as well. And why not? Throw a shout out for the follow. Let's go. And I gotta make sure I freaking close the doors this time or the boss is gonna get mad. There we go. So eventually it'd be nice for me to buy that lime spreader off of the company. But that'll be way further down the road. Okay, and so we'll go like this. I gotta switch back over to my farm, and I owe them $5,000. Boom. Okay, so that puts us down to 35,910. A little expensive to get that field freaking limed, but when you think about it, we spent 4,500 bucks on just the lime itself. So 500 bucks for a little bit of labor on that big machine is minor details. Okay, so that leaves us 35,910. So let's go grab the cedar that I had almost grabbed before. And the greenhouses have been running. I've already collected what's come out of them and put them into the shed. Get them out of the sun so they don't start rotting right away. Get them in the cold storage. Oh, and I see they've already popped out another skid. Awesome. So we got this Great Plains cedar. It's not very wide. But it's what I could afford at the time. So for our little field, this is gonna work just fine for us. For me. And I should definitely fill the freaking tractor up with fuel before we go do those cultivating contracts. Because what, it's 1600, so that's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, the sheep pasture can wait for now. We need money. Seeds. Boy. Okay. Solid fertilizer. Oh boy. Yeah, that hurt. Okay. But if I don't use it all, then it can go in the silo. I just might have to run back and forth from the store. Okay. No. So far this is a solo grind for me, Snuzzy. This is Gnadenthal, Manitoba. It's the first Canadian map that was available on console. And so being a Canadian, I absolutely positively had to play it, and I decided to make it a solo grind and have some fun with it. I have invited one of my friends in real life. If he wanted to join me, he would be so allowed, and we would keep it a strictly Canadian map between farmers. But nothing's come of that yet. Turn on. Oh man, that's so narrow. So this is going to take a little bit. Oh, there's an ad break coming up too, Snuzzy. Thanks for sticking around. We'll be right back. Oh crap. This is going to take a hot minute. Oh, I didn't want to lift it up, you bugger. I wanted cruise control. Right on. Welcome back from the ad break. Thanks for sticking around. This Great Plains looks a little bit narrower actually in the field than I thought it was going to, but that's okay. Like I said, it's what we could afford, so it's what I gotta use, right? It's not going through seed and fertilizer terribly quickly, so that's not too bad. Oh, I'm gonna need to get a freaking roller. Dang it, I didn't even think of that either. $46,000 just for the roller. Oh man. Maybe I'll just lease that one really quick. Definitely have some plans for this map. It's going to be awesome. Definitely going to be building up our community and creating some more jobs. Eventually, it'd be nice to buy these 2 fields, 3 fields. Yeah, because if I can buy those 3 fields and merge them into another kind of decent sized field, that'd be cool. So that's in the plan as well. Because then I would have like 2 okay sized fields for some decent crops. And then, yeah, we'll expand from there and see what happens. Some of these fields are crazy freaking expensive. I think the one is $750,000 for one of the bigger ones. So that's way out of our reach at the moment. but we have like all the equipment that we need for our farm. We've bought and paid for already ourselves. Or myself. I gotta stop thinking this is co-op. We did a co-op stream last night, so I'm still in the co-op mindset of thinking about our stuff when this one is just all my stuff. I get to be selfish. I almost should have saved up for a bigger fucking planter. Oh well. I wanted to get something in the ground. And at that time, these cultivated contracts weren't up either. So I was fresh out of contracts to do. Eventually, I'll have to go mow all that grass in that little commercial park that I just built. Because the town said if I wanted to build it, I gotta keep it nice. And I was actually thinking about putting a playground back by the agricultural fair, too. That'd be kind of cool. The plus side is September and October are pretty full for contracts most of the time. So, I have a little bit of hope that the next couple of months will definitely be bringing some money in. So that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, Snuzzies, I definitely have done my fair share of logging between FS22 and FS25. Unfortunately, there isn't much for logging stuff on this map, but that might be changing. We'll see how it goes. I might go buy one of the funky, weird plots that isn't the greatest for field work and plant a bunch of trees in there with the company, maybe. Start a tree farm. Tree farms are always a great freaking investment. I'm just saying. Ooh, yeah. We'll get through this field. It'll take a little bit of grinding, but we'll get through it. Did I need to buy all the equipment first? No, probably not. Do I feel comfortable using my own equipment farming all this stuff? Yes, I do. Because now that all the equipment's pretty much bought and paid for, now we can start looking at land and expanding on that part. And the Oilers won last night, so I'm happy about that. Alright. We're getting wheat. I'm getting wheat in my field. I'm getting wheat in my field. And I'm gonna make so much money later. Oh. Hey Snuzzies, if you're still around, do you play FS25? If you do, what's your favorite map that you've been playing on so far? Right now, I'm really liking our Frankenmuth map farm. That's a co-op farm that me and a couple of guys are building. Um, my other BTO is Xylanka. I will say one thing though. There are lots of nice little ranch houses in this map, on this map. Booyah. Let's go. We're gonna plant some wheat. Right on. I'm gonna say thank you everyone for stopping by. Feel free to drop a line in the chat, say hello, join the conversation. Check me out on YouTube, where this will be posted afterwards. And if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, feel free to check me out live on Twitch. Snuzzies, you still there? It's gonna be close. I might have to go run and grab fertilizer, if anything. I'm gonna say screw it. I'm gonna go get fertilizer so I'm not like halfway through a pass. We'll go refill on everything. Right on. Ooh, sorry, 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 you're good. I've also really liked this series. Uh, as once again, I'm proving that my 7R can do anything I want it to. This is why I call it the supervisor tractor. because this thing is an absolute workhorse, and I love it. I twinned it out on this map. Some maps I have it as singles with weights. Some maps I have it with twins. No matter what, I really like this tractor. Booyah. The only downside is when you put front end loader attachment on this tractor, you don't get the front end PTO anymore. That's the only downside. Whereas the 6, if I used a 6, that one still lets you have the PTO. And then actually, I would have to test the 8000 series and see what that one does, if I can do that. Because if I can get like a high horsepower 8000 series with the loader and a front end PTO, I might have to get myself an 8000. Dun, dun, dun. That'll be for my experiment map. Let's go. I'm definitely gonna need fuel before I start cultivating. Because if I go do cultivating, I make the money, I buy that roller. I don't know. I just feel like I like owning the equipment that I'm using. I'm sure there's other things I could be spending that money on, but like I said, once October comes, heck, it's still September, and I have 3 cultivating contracts up. If I really want to grind through for parsnips and beets and stuff, I could if I wanted to. But now there's a couple spraying contracts that have come up. I can knock those off. Right, so there's still new contracts that are popping up from these guys all the time. I really, really have to pay attention to that freaking little app on my phone. Because these guys are always looking for work. And that's why I have the equipment that I have. I can build relationships with all these guys and do a whole bunch of contracts for them and just roll in the money. Ben and David have been really good. I've been working a whole bunch for David. He has a whole bunch of land in this area. So he's been throwing me a lot of work. Ben's been throwing me some work lately. So that's been nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have the tiniest little sliver all the way down to finish up. That's okay. Freaking A. Yo, Ahmed, how's it going? Shout out to Ahmed. Heck yes. It's going right on. Are you working today? Hold on. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. So I might have to are you down for planting that cotton? Yeah? Okay. Well then. This will be a nice short little stream for the Manitoba map. And we'll start up a stream for T&D Enterprises and we'll get that cotton frickin' planted. Fantastic. Right on. And that's like perfect timing. I just finished seeding my little wheat field. So that works out very nicely. Well, right on. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Uh, give us a couple of quick minutes here to set some stuff up. T&D Enterprises will be working on our Frankenmuth map and planting cotton. So come on back and join us. Oh, fuck, I left that door open. I was hoping I could sneak my ass in there, but I couldn't. Come on. Thank you. Alright. Well, yeah, like I said, thanks everyone for stopping by. Um, we will be back. Like I said, give us a couple of minutes to get stuff set up, and we will be planting cotton and probably a couple other projects over in Frankenmuth. Talk to you later.